Oh no, I'm upside down. I appear to be upside down. I'm not sure if I'm actually upside down. Am I upside down? I am upside down. Well, that's absolutely intolerable. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look, at least in my head. Yeah, sorry for the shitty loose green screen effect. It's not very good. But we work with what we have. So. Good morning to you. We're playing Disco Elysium on this 1st of May. And of course, we're still fitting for the day. We're playing our communist engineer build of oh, too fast. There we go. Maybe we should go into the bookstore. Wow. I've got some pretty severe lag. Yeah. Just know that my character portrait, or whatever you want to call it, is not updating as quickly as I would like it to.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
Oh, Man from Heimdall. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Heimdall, the Man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
I don't really have any money, so...
Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Heimdall and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Heimdall, Return to Heimdall. And the solipsistic Man from Heimdall and the Heimdall Man. Maybe 100? Man from Heimdall at the display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels. Nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
Background pain radiation? Okay, fine. incredibly fascinating. There's a lot of books in here. We should have a... Oh, here's the best shelf.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a pick-your-path adventure gamebook titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Pick-your-path adventure. I love how they rewrite these normal things.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 Real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 Real. Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Those kinds of things, huh? I don't know what she's talking about.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities.
Oh yes, he's
highly
really
immoral
describing
stuff.
the moral panics
still
of
buy
the
them,
late
though.
80s and the early 90s about role-playing games here. Oh, that's funny though. I need to buy these games. Totally. But first, I will talk to you, shopkeep. I just need to just peruse your inventory first.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen.
Sordid, you say?
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House.
Murder.
The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, My Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
Weird.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
It's kind of insulting. Notice her hesitation while saying that we were a police officer. It's like, okay. You're not, you shouldn't be, but you are. A tomb of fascist magic. Alright. Yeah.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is, I would say, The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the case.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through all the books with all their suddenly, a particularly odd high-speed love next to Irv's life story. You see, next to that, River.
I really must insist you. I'm sorry, I did not mean to.
Listen, take it easy. Calm yourself. It's gonna be fine. Be okay.
This bookstore is not strictly.
Sir, please, I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about these three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed
That
his
doesn't seem
liver.
great.
And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl. The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted. The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pearl, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pearl. It is, and good for the circulation too. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pearl. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pearl and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired. Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health. That seems improbable. For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pearl, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need. There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligation.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume.
Yeah, we have to come back. Yeah, we have to come back here when we actually have some money, which we don't. So, yeah, that's.
Several maps have the maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of insulin.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not be that old thing. It's an out-of-date map from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Look, I literally have no money. No money. I need to come back. Yeah. Thank you.
I should go looking
for bottles first. Because that's the thing that you do, right? Also cleaning up in the public service.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you.
Where? There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation. Not much.
Well, we'll just run around looking for spare change, I guess. That's basically what we have to work with at the moment. Find money in order to progress.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue. So many walls all over Martinaise.
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig.
Like what? Like what?
Money and drugs.
Money and drugs that we found. Awesome. Orange top hat. A?
-1 to rhetoric.
-1 to rhetoric?
What is my rhetoric?
What is my rhetoric?
-1.
Anyway. -1? Just?
Wow.
Wow.
No, actually, what is my
rhetoric?
Rhetoric at this point.
Rhetoric at this point. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it's really.
It's really good. I don't think we need much hurt by wearing this. It's like
Reaction speed.
reaction speed.
Electrochemistry.
Electrochemistry. What is this? Interfacing?
No.
Yeah.
This is where this shit.
Let's just wear this shitty hat for a while. See
where
where it takes us. Man, this house sucks.
Like really bad.
Like really bad.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
I can't actually see it.
I can't actually see you.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring window.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You're...
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
He's an actor, declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question.
It was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflection.
My name? My name?
That's definitely not his.
No, of course not. Could you?
Ask him again.
And I really need to finish.
But he hasn't left yet.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.